interested in a democracy again. I hope that Elon Musk will leave his unelected role as running our country. I'm hoping that all those federal agencies will come back even stronger, and I'm hoping that we'll be a country that's free for everyone again.
Well, people, the reality is the hopes and dreams that she has and other Americans have, the damage has been done. You see, because the damage has a history. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Friendship Pierce. Welcome to Friendship Blue. It is Sunday. Happy Sunday, March 30th of 2025. I have 10:18 in the a.m. Fitting like Luke 10:18, huh? When Satan got cast down as lightning. Yeah, it's 10:18, folks. Well, it's 10:19 now, but it was 10:18. Let's say it together. Praise God from whom all blessings flow. How about that? Praise God from whom all blessings flow. Another day the Lord has made, let us be glad in it. Well, people, there was worldwide protests yesterday, right? Well, at least here in America. And people were doing what they thought was best, exercising their right to protest what's really going on. Well, I was a part of that yesterday. Here's my video, Tesla takedown demonstration, Chicago. I was downtown on Rush Street in Delaware, in front of Tesla, one of their showrooms. For the most part, it was a peaceful demonstration, and then the last minute I thought I'd walk past them again, and for some strange reason, I thought I would tell them I'm on your side. And well, I'm gonna let you see this because this was quite an experience for me. Quite an experience. It touched me in ways that I had to think it through. But you know, people, we got to plant the seed. It's not for everybody. People are lost. They're lost in the sauce, as the rapper said. They're lost. It brings tears to my eyes and pouring out of my soul. But I want you to see some things because I do believe the agitators were there. And as soon as I opened my mouth, there they were. Allegedly. Watch this, and I'm gonna break this thing down gradually, okay? Just watch this quote unquote confrontation yesterday. Downtown Chicago. The takeover is real, people. America's gonna be taken over. Gradually. All right, people, I'm going to sign off. I appreciate you guys being with me. We are downtown, Rush Street, Delaware, Wabash, Rush Street. See the big tall building there? John Hancock. Downtown Chicago. At the protests. Check down Tesla protests. We're here. Don't believe the hype, people. Don't believe the hype. People have a right to protest. Jobs were taken from your neighbor and my neighbor on purpose. They gave them the job, which was a false job, then they took it from them. All these jobs they created. False jobs. Why would they create false jobs the last 4 or 5 years on purpose? To set us up for this moment. Everything they do is a lie, people. Imagine yourself getting a government job. You buy a home, you buy a car. You pile up all the debt, you got student loan. And you don't know the job that you got is going to be gone in 4 or 5 years. Because it was all fake. because Joe Biden and Congress passed just enough money to create a bigger government on purpose. And as soon as Trump comes in, he takes the job. Everything was phony. Instead of you getting a job out in the public sector, instead of them creating an economy that creates jobs, they created government jobs. It was on purpose. Once you understand the lie, you can see through the whole game. But you're not going to hear this on talk radio. You're not going to hear it because nobody's telling you the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth. Do the math. I hate these liars. They're just liars. They set us up. And now they got people on the internet. Well, now the government people are crying because they lost their job. Hell, you'd be crying too if you lost your job too. You'd be crying too. Why are we hating on a fellow American like that? That's gotta be stupid. Senior citizens going forward are gonna be hard to get their Social Security because you're gonna fight a lot of those administrative people. Health and Human Services. A lot of people lost their job. You just wait till the end of the year. Everything I'm saying is gonna come true. You're gonna try to get on the internet and get something done through the government, and ain't nobody gonna be there. You know why? Because they've been fired. Because you can't keep up with the demand. Because there's nobody working. They're shutting down the country. And we're fighting each other. That's the sick thing about it. We fight each other instead of having a context. You're not doing your homework. And Trump says he wants to make America great. Is that how you make America great? This is not how you make it great. You don't do it like this. You tell the damn truth. Think about what I'm saying. Do the math on Biden, what he did the last 4 or 5 years. They created jobs out of thin air, just like the Federal Reserve creates money out of thin air. It's called debt. And now they want to erase the jobs because it's part of the debt. But you're not going to hear it on the NBC, ABC, CBS, CNN. You're not going to hear it. They're not going to tell you how to think. We're going to teach you how to fight each other. They're going to create all these other situations. So we can't think. So we don't use our head and realize we're going through a takeover. We're being set up, people. I love my fellow man because it could have been me. I could have had a government job. It could have been me. And you think once everything sets in, end of the year, all these buyouts they've been giving these people, do you think they're going to be able to get a job making that kind of money that they had the federal government with benefits? Of course they're not, because the economy is shrinking. They're not going to be able to get a job, which eventually is going to affect us. The mom and pop stores are going to be out of business, or they're going to cut back. We're going into a dilemma. Watch.
Listen, paying $14.99 a month for a streaming app.
Their time. So we got to be smart. We got to be smarter than them and think about the future and ask the right questions. That's what Moses meant when he said, "Let my people go." Not just physically. Let the free market enterprise work the way it was designed to work. That's what Moses meant. I don't need you, Pharaoh. That's what this is about. We have been lied to as Americans. And I just don't want y'all to get caught up in the game, people. That's all. I don't want you to get caught up in the game. All right, folks, I'm out. God bless you. I done said my piece. Anything I say, I can back up with paperwork, okay? I can back up anything I told you. It ain't too hard to figure out. Just do the homework. I'm gonna do one more rendezvous in front of them, give them their respect, and get on up out of here. We'll do one more walkthrough. Appreciate you guys being out here. America was set up
America was set up. The federal government is in cahoots with the Federal Reserve. They created hundreds of thousands of jobs under the Biden administration. Do your homework. Listen. They're not going to tell you this on NBC and TV. I'm going to tell you. They created, they took the Federal Reserve and they took the money and they have made the debt. With the debt, they created the jobs. Once you create the jobs, it's a falsity. You buy cars, you buy homes, you take out student loans. And you become your own problem, but you don't know it. Then they listen. You need a history lesson. Listen. If look, I will give you your piece. Listen. What? You don't want to listen. We were set up. The country was set up. Ignorance. Who's paying you? Okay. Who's paying you?
You see this guy right here? In my humble opinion, allegedly, he's a plant. He came straight over to me with his little whistle. What does that look like? Look at that. Looks like a face, don't it? Look like a mouth, a nose, and eyes, don't it? Like a skeleton. But I got something to show you.
Who's paying you? Speak.
Look at the colors. Everything I've taught you over the years, is that coincidence? Look, Phoenician, blue, purple. And he's got his little whistle to irritate me because he wants to send me to jail. And like I asked him, who's paying you? Look at the colors. He's right in my face, literally right in my face. Look at it. Let's look at it again. Literally in my face. Walks over. Tries to call he's not trying to be speak or have a friendly conversation. He's trying to be confrontational. So he gets right in my face with the whistle.
And listen. Look, I will give you your piece. Listen. What? You don't want to listen. We were set up. The country was set up. Ignorance. Who's paying you? Okay. Who's paying you? Speak. I don't need the whistle. Let's be unconfrontational. Okay, but listen to me. There were X amount of billions of dollars spent. I don't need you here. This is what you go through. People are ignorant. They don't want to listen. We've been set up. You've been set up.
All right. We don't need that.
Yeah, you don't need that. Just listen. I'm on your side, but you're not listening. Just listen. They spent hundreds of millions of dollars. No, you need to understand.
This is America, people. This is America. I want you to see it for what it is. This is America. Let me go to the other part here. I met a gentleman. There was one lady who was real sensible. I had maybe a 7-minute conversation with her. You're welcome to check out the video. But now the guy who he was out there filming as well, he's on Twitter. We spoke. Check it out.
A lot of Chicago events, and today I feel compelled to come on out here and just do this. I just want to cover it because I'm live right now on my show. And I just covered it for them. They know what I do. And every now and then I meet somebody like you who's open. But yeah, I don't want people to be deceived, man, because people love the country, right? And they've been dividing us for generations, black, white, young, old, Mexican, and it's time out for all that. And I'm supporting the people here because, you know, this is the only way they know how to do it, through peaceful protest, and I can appreciate that. I just want them to be informed as to how we got in this predicament. Because if you understand what you're fighting, then to me, we're at a moment where it's like Moses. You got to let the people go. They got us. And the thing about it is that we don't know what kind of trap we're in. We think it's just Elon and Trump. It's bigger than that. This thing has been set up to implode. And you just had 10,000 health care workers lose their job 2 days ago, and 10,000 of them took furlough, early retirement, a few months ago. Just 20,000 right there. People in the future, when they pick up the phone to get something done, either the place is going to be closed or understaffed, and that's just one of probably 15 or 20 areas. America is downsizing, but you say you're making it great. But you got to understand, how did we get in this predicament? And I just try to tell people, with phony money, the Federal Reserve gave it to Biden and Congress passed it, and it created the jobs. Then they can justify it by saying, look, we got $36 trillion in debt. Okay, well, wait a minute, you just made the damn debt. And the last 3 presidents are responsible for 75% of the debt. Why now you want to come in and fix it? That's the question we need to ask. But NBC, ABC, CBS, they're not asking that question. We need to ask the right questions. If we ask the right questions, we can figure it out. We have been lied upon and preyed behind. Why all of a sudden, look, we've had national debt since the 50s, since the 60s. Now all of a sudden you want to fix it this way? If you keep cutting at this point, even though you're going to give them a lot of severance pay, this time next year, do you really think the type of job that they had is going to be available in the private sector? Of course not. Because arguably the last 4 years, we've been in a recession. So do you think at least half the people are going to be able to get a job? No. Which means the average homeowner, what's going to happen? They're going to get taxed out of their house. And the big conglomerates, if you do the study on home housing, do you know, look, Trump just said 2 months ago, I'm going to sell, what is it called, a $5 million coin, whatever it is, the Visa. Who you think is coming? The people with the big pockets. When they buy those, when they come in with the $5 million Visa, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
What do you think? They're gonna want to recoup their money, right? What are they gonna do? They're gonna buy everything that's delinquent. It's a setup. Think about it. It's funny, but it's a setup. You on one hand, you said I'm gonna get rid of the illegals. On the other hand, if you give me $5 million, if I give you $5 million to come in your country, you think you're just gonna come in and sunbathe all day? You come in to get the real estate, baby, and everything else. Guess what? On pennies on the dollar. We gotta look long term. Oh, I'm gonna make America great because I'm gonna bring a whole lot of money in. Really? Really? Come on, man. It sounds good. It sounds good. Once you get that money, those people are here. I take this example I always give. When the movie Coming to America came out about 20 years ago with Eddie Murphy in it, he did that movie in the one of the biggest New York, in the Waldorf Astoria. They got one down the street in Chicago. In New York, Eddie Murphy did the movie Coming to America. Do you know that hotel is owned by a Chinese conglomerate?
No.
A lot of people don't know that. Coming to America. Everybody watched that movie? Yeah. His wedding was in that hotel. It's owned by America's real estate is going for pennies on the dollar. And that's just one of 100 examples I can give you. Sure. So what I'm trying to say is, buddy, you can't make right what you don't own.
Yeah, but why do you think, well, who wants to do that? Why are they doing it?
Because we have a world order. The world order excludes us and includes them. It's a lie. We're taking the fall. And they don't care. Trump is an internationalist. He just set up business in Saudi Arabia. He got a new country club and golf course and all that. Elon Musk, they're international people. They're not Americans. They're internationalists. But they needed an internationalist to sell you the lie that you can make America great. But I just gave an example. You can't make great what you don't own. Does that make sense to you?
Sure.
You can't make great what you don't own. And by them coming over here, spending $5 million, if you got $5 million, you're coming for real estate. We just had from last year in the automotive in the repo, and I showed a video of that. In the repo industry right now, repos went up 17%. 17%, which reflects the economy. And we're talking Biden's economy. That stat just came out. Can you imagine how it's going to be now that you've done all these cuts? It's going to be off the chain. This is how the big boys make their money. They set you up to do what? To capitalize on you later.
It was deep, people. It was deep. Now let's look at this money here. June 24, 2024, Trump and Biden, the national debt. Here's your breakdown. Here's your breakdown. President Trump approved $8.4 trillion of new 10-year borrowing during his full-term office, or $4.8 trillion excluding the CARES Act and other COVID relief. Notice the numbers, 8-4. Watch my video, the triad of Trump, Elon Musk, and Obama. What am I getting at? When you watch that video triad, the 8.4 is a clue. Barack Obama was born August 4th. And then here's your 48 trillion, 4.8 trillion. That's an eclipse on April 8th of 2024. What happened? Because they see their future past. They speak through numbers. They speak future past. They predict what they're going to do in dates. And I teach the 5 C's in relation to that. Eclipse on April 8th, an X came over the earth. So look, 8.4 trillion under President Trump. In just 4 years, our national debt is $36 trillion. President Biden, in his first 3 years, $4.3 trillion of new 10-year borrowing, or $2.2 trillion excluding American Rescue Plan, but 4.3. But it really, the end was probably 5.6 at the end. President Trump approved 8.8 trillion of national gross. Biden 6.2. Now let's look at it. Current numbers. Joe Biden debt $7 trillion. Donald Trump $8 trillion. Wrap your mind around it. Biden was in office for 8 years. It says to present, so this number not even accurate. Biden $7 trillion in debt in 8 years. Donald Trump in 4 years, 8 trillion. Barack Obama, 8 trillion. And I forgot to say yesterday when I said that 3 presidents were responsible for 75% of the debt, that was a misquote. I forgot George Bush. George Bush was 6 trillion. Do you see the trend? The trend started with George Bush, 6 trillion. 8 trillion, Barack Obama. 8 trillion, Trump. 7 trillion, Joe. That's $29 trillion. 29 versus 36. Let's do the math. 29 divided by 36. That's over 80% of the debt with only 4 presidents. And our current debt is what? America's $36 trillion in debt. $36 trillion in debt. Look at that. Now, watch this. Elon Musk was declared the richest man on earth. That was January 7th of 2021. January 7th, 2021. Nikola Tesla. He's connected to him. I'm going to show you. I've done it before. Birth date, July 10th. Death date, January 7th. You mean to tell me January 7th, 1943 is Nikola Tesla's death date, January 7th? And January 7th, Elon Musk became the richest man ever? What does that mean? The death of Eli Tesla, 1/7/1943. Elon Musk, the richest man declared, 1/7/2021. 1/7/17. The difference is 78 years. Trump is 78 years old. Boom. That's why I'm saying he's leaving soon. By June 17th, I'll be surprised if he goes past that date. Impeached. Read between the lines. Out of here. Look, January 7th, 2025, subtracted from yesterday. Yesterday was what? Elon Musk, we're going to protest around the world. 3/29. The difference is what? 11 weeks and 5 days, 11/5. When was Trump elected? On November 5th. Look at that. Then look at this. Yesterday's date, 3/29, subtracted from what? 7/10. What is 7/10? That's the birthday of Tesla. Anniversary, 7/10. The difference is 666. Mark of the beast. 1/7. Tesla and Elon. Richest man on earth. Literally, 1/21 he was announced. Versus what? 10/5/2024. That's the day that Elon joined Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania, and joined his campaign. The difference is 44 months and 4 weeks. Richest man alive, 1/7/2021, subtracted from the day that Elon joined Trump, is 44 months and 4 weeks. 4 and 4 is 8. 8/4 is what? August 4th. Barack Obama was born August 4th. Trump announced his candidacy for president November 15th, 2022. November 15th, 2022, subtracted from the richest man alive anniversary, 1/7/2022, the difference is 3/12. What is 3/12? Trump beat Kamala Harris by what? 312 votes. I'm Friendship Pearson. God bless you. God bless America. And God help us all through this situation. Thank you.